Welcome back, my dear friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing, sexy Europa Barbarorum 2, where I'm playing one of the greatest mods for medieval 2 Total War. Europa Barbarorum 2. We're continuing on as the Saba tribe under the great leader Malkun Sumhalai Malk Saba, our king, and his son and future heir Luhair Malk Saba, alongside, of course, Bin Malik Hithamar Malk Saba. He does say he's an heir, but he is a brother of our king. He might become an heir. It is truly a question, but we shall see. We have Halik Bayin, and of course, we have Faram El Wathar, the son of a brother of Bin Malik Hithamar Malk Saba. Continuing on, now this is a little bit an awkward video. I am continuing on like a month or something after I did the last video. Month and something definitely. So I'm gonna be a little bit all over the place until I can get my bearings. Of course, we might have a horde coming from this island of knowledge and power. But for that, I will be moving my Sabai spy. After all, he is an amazing spy. Not even a bloodhound could track this man's moon. He is but a shadow. Samach Arthat Yafish. He is an amazing spy. And why would a spy wait for the horde? Horde will come at some point in life. We shall move across the great desert of Rub al Khali towards our next destination, far off to the northeast, towards one of the rebel town Makkah. We are of course at war with them. But to reach across such deserts for even any of our armies is a long travel, a long road. But first and foremost, we need to secure what little foothold we do have of our small empire becoming bigger and bigger. And of course, things to read. So previously we have finished a diplomacy with, of course, the Ptolemy dynasty. And within the city of Memphis we found the suitable answer. And that is, of course, trade. We are trading with them and with the Seleucids. Always a good thing. More trade for us, more income. Not the biggest income, but income nonetheless. In Shabuat, our army awaits. It is the biggest army and my only actual army that can actually do anything against any possible enemy incursions. We are actually at loyalty of happy. If we move Luhayat Malk Saba, they might not be so happy. But if I'm gonna remove our great Samachat Khayafish, our Sabai spy, out of here, I will need to position a watchtower or two. And that's exactly what we shall be doing at the very start of this new video. And of course everything is fine. For Shabuat is our town, but it was not always so. Exact this position, our prince, our great prince, will position the watchtower. The watchtower will overlook, hopefully enough, for us to notice the possibility of enemy coming towards Shabuat, or even worse, Timna and close to Mariab, our great city, the holy city of Saba tribe, the kingdom of the kingdom, where our great king lies. Alive, thankfully, for now, but we shall see what time gives him. So with our Saba spy, Samach will be moving out of here. He has no value whatsoever, of course. Now comparing the older games to the newer games where you can just go into the travel stance without any need of the naval equipment, boats in this case, It's gonna be a little bit awkward, because in the olden games you do not have the ability to just pop the new boat under your feet and go beyond the sea of chaos. We will be moving, of course, our spy to spy upon our future foes, because we all know that they are in a far distance. But as you can see by the map, we are controlling Hadramawt, the province of Hadramawt, and we want Eremos or Makkah. If we can really take Eremos, understandably we should be able to take Eremos. We just need to find where the city is. Now I'm presuming the Eremos is gonna be quite a big, yes, Eremos is a massive province. Oh, well, should be mostly like unexplored and uninhabitable place. But if we can just find in this mod where that place of power is, we will add it to our kingdom, and the great desert of Rub al Khali will be ours, and its secrets within it will shall be for the Saba tribe. As we have moved our supply, we are waiting for regional pacification. Excellent. After that is done, more things will be built as soon as we can. The town of Timna, if I'm not mistaken, can build walls now that we can expand it. Excellent, due to our, of course, massive population growth. Household 2010. Excellent. This is a very nice day for Saba. More people are coming into our world. Nairan, of course, only a camp, but still a valuable camp nonetheless, with, of course, Shrine of Akhtar. Akhtar will be ours soon. The only thing left is to read a few things, but end the turn that is now, as there is nothing else we can truly do. There is a few things, well, to be honest, there are quite a few things I do want to read. Hopefully I have not read them before, as I can truly not remember exactly what I have read and what I haven't. I did look at the last video, so at least I know that the province of Hadramawt was not read by me. So again, this is a very boring let's play. I read everything, well, mostly everything, not everything, but I am interested into to learn as much as possible, and above all, enjoy the mod for what it is. An amazing achievement, as there are many also beautiful mods out there. This is not the only beautiful mod, an amazing mod. But still, the one we are playing at the moment is the one I am playing, not you. At the moment is this one, and I will give it all my love that I can. First, the construction report. We have the Shrine of Akhtar, and we got the regional pacification, because it was, of course, just conquered. Our prince, our great prince, has conquered Shabwat. Now we have abilities to construct more things, get the royal governance, or make it a client servant. But we'll go and see when we actually can, as soon as we put our governor back, which is the prince himself. We do not have a huge choice at the moment of terms of governance, because at the moment we only truly have 4 amazing people that can be governors. That, to be honest, well, 4, 5, counting the son, but we need one more if we're gonna move away from Shabwat, because truly, if we are gonna do anything, we need another governor, or at least put in Shabwat, build as much as possible in Shabwat, and move away from it, and go towards our next target. As I said, I'm mostly interested in what I can get, and if I can actually get another spy. Of course we could, but we have no governor. That's okay, and I'm fine with that. At the moment we are okay with that. The next thing I want to read is, of course, the province of Hadramawt. As classical, it does provide trade good bonus +1. So let's begin. And as I said, again, I do read, so if you do not like this, do not watch these videos. They tend to be quite boring for you, and for many others that actually do enjoy reading. It is a worn and weary traveler who reaches the land of Hadramawt. For whether scorching desert or roiling sea, this land of jagged mountains and narrow valleys is surrounded by forbidding terrain, with paucity of life. Yet somehow, in this crucible of heat and ardity, one finds cities of shining towers and lush valleys that lie nestled in carved-out limestone valleys. Called Arabia Felix by distant enviers, it has been made fruitful and prosperous by a canny people who, upon finding themselves astride what would become one of the world's most important routes, chose to become its careful guardians. The land they inhabit lies abreast the Arabian Gulf, where beyond the narrow coastal plain lie distant exotic islands such as Dwipa, Sukhadgara, that give shelter to ships bringing distant goods. In the mountain fastnesses lie the wadis, where the tribes of Hadramawt build dams and cities amid the greenery that blooms amidst fertile soil. To the west lie the central basin of southern Arabia, gateway to rival kingdoms that would seek to control the riches that flow through this land. And finally, to the north lies the great desert, with departing caravans able to glimpse in the distance the glittering visions of sand dunes that rise as high as mountains. Hadramawt is a varied territory in the southern Arabian Peninsula that roughly equates to the eastern portion of modern-day Yemen and comprises its three eastern governors, the Shabwa, Hadramawt, and Al-Makhrah. As in much of southwestern Arabia, the landscape is dominated by geologically young interior mountains that give way to semi-arid central highlands to the north and the narrow arid coastal plain that borders the Arabian Gulf to the southeast. Interspersing the limestone highlands lie one of the Hadramawt's most important features for its human populations, the relatively fertile valleys with seasonal watercourses called wadis. It was along the contours of its westernmost wadi that Hadramawt's earliest permanent human population likely developed, and along which its first urban settlements saw their roots. Abutting those scarred valleys can be found rolling hills and hot plateaus that may have supported grazing for Iron Age people, and continue to support herds of goats and sheep. In northeast of Hadramawt lies the fiercely arid gateway to the empty quarter, where the eastern plateau region gives way to rolling dunes and some of the hottest and driest weather on the planet. Finally, several hundred kilometers south lies an offshore archipelago, of which the island now known as Socotra is the largest. It is among the most isolated landforms on Earth of continental origin. The climate of Hadramawt follows a similar pattern to much of the Arabia, with western highlands dominated by a mild temperate climate that fluctuates between a dry cool winter and a rainy warm summer. The more northerly areas of the plateau and the adjacent empty quarter have a hot, dry and harsh desert climate throughout the year. The coastal plain also has a hot climate throughout the year but is differentiated by its high levels of humidity, a characteristic shared with the islands of Socotra. The flora and fauna of Hadramawt differs drastically across the different subregions. The northern desert is a truly inhospitable place, with virtually no life to speak of beyond a small number of desert-adopted species of lizards and insects. Vegetation along the coastal plain is limited to sparse grasses and dry climate plants such as date palm, citrus, and spurges. The volcanic soils of the central highlands support a more mixed and flourishing plant life, with acacias and sycamore trees, giving way to pines and mosses at higher altitudes. Settled areas here are surrounded by fertile grazing lands and plots of land that have yielded cereal crops for millennia. The animal life of Hadramawt is as varied as its plant life, with huge population of ostriches, antelopes, and baboons serving as prey to deadly predators such as panthers and even lions. The waters of the Hadramawt coast are far less bountiful than their Red Sea equivalent, but still contain schools of tuna, mackerel, and sardines. The most extraordinary example of life diversity can be found on the island of Socotra. Here, umbrella-shaped dragons bleed trees, shelter hundreds of species of birds, bats, and insects found nowhere else on the planet. And of course, strategy. This province lies on profitable incense routes, providing additional income. And that is it for that. We continue on with nothing, because in general we are waiting for the walls in Timna to become something. We actually could get the spy here, and that's something I will be doing. Also, we could build our very first transport and sail away here towards Socotra. Probably a Socotra. I'm gonna say this is a Socotra, but as you see, part of Hadramawt. So again, there can't be anything there for us to actually take, as it does belong to us. So that would be a futile thing to do. King is okay. He is pleased. He is getting older, sadly. He is in a very tough age, as you can see yourself. But the man is a veteran. He is the king of Mount Saba and well supplied. He has confident troops. We could get more troops of Kamis. Of course, Kamis being Sabaean Royal Infantry, and one of my favorite, alongside, of course, the Caverns themselves, being that both of these types of infantry are actually very elite, very good at range and good at melee. They are an amazing units, that is. But for now, I will build a Kamis. It does cost quite a bit, but still, to get Kamis is a unique thing. Why? Because they are again elite, and being an elite unit, they are harder to come by. We do have some Kamis, and I would like some of my units to get back their manpower. As you can see, we have Faya Halatin, sadly, damage from the previous battle inside Shabwat. We have Hegerians that need love, heavy love. They need heavy love, and they might actually go towards Maryab. Hopefully they will reach Maryab and they will get back they will retrain if possible. It turns on to next available units. So again, I'm hoping we'll be able to get some units back, unless we can retrain them here. We can get the Arabi and of course the Ethiopian archers, but not what I really need, sadly. And to get that, we need not the client server at the moment, but this is what we'll be getting the training of. And of course, might actually have to go with that down the line again. We shall see. We shall see. I'm not gonna build now anything. Leave Kamis as they are for now. We will not be moving towards anyone, but I do want spies. One more spy will be enough to find out what the hell is going on in the great beyond, in Rub al Khali. Our diplomat, which is far beyond our reach, has done a beautiful job for us. So now we have quite a bit of trade going. Now I am kind of hopeful that there might be some more kingdoms down the line here, follow the Nile and see maybe if we can find something of value there. And that's exactly what I will be doing with my diplomat. Though again, it will be a hard road for him, but he has done a beautiful thing. And he also found a wonder, the Great Pyramid and Sphinx of Giza. The Great Pyramid at Giza is a marvel, a mountain built to mark the grave of a great monarch. It is truly ancient, built around 2560 BC. I'm trying 2560 BC. That's the way you should go, demon. By the order of Pharaoh Khufu of the 4th dynasty. It is built to a very precise alignment to the 4 points of the compass, and the difference in the length of the 4 faces is less than 1 part in 1,000. Even the slope of each face is an amazingly precise 51 degrees and 51 minutes. Yet for all this, it is the sheer size of the pyramid which is mind-boggling. And for all of its long history, the Great Pyramid and its magnificent companions have awed the imaginations and the souls of men who have stood in their shadows. Beautiful job, and of course we can actually see them on the map. My god, I like it. I like that. You know, in some games you would actually have to pay to get those landmarks. But still, this I believe is mostly controlled by the Ptolemaic dynasty. So any type of possible trade with the distant possible tribes of the Africa, I have a bad feeling, but we'll continue on the road with our diplomat as it goes. The next thing is Iran. Can I do anything in Iran of value? Yes, I actually can. We can go again to the new home. We can make this a new home, so to speak, for the nomads. I have never tried this, and I'm hopefully, this is the effects. The number of free upkeep units, 1. And public order due to happiness, -5%. Did we not build? Yes, we did the Shrine of Akhtar. Yes, it's just a shrine, demon, but not the Sanctuary of Akhtar, which gives more happiness. And income is there. The happiness is we have a civil unrest, sadly. Still, a civil unrest. That's not a good thing. What do we have? Field of Games. I like this. Let's build Field of Games for now. Those strategic fortifications alone would be a valuable thing. Again, public order bonus to the law 5%. Classical trade goods bonus. And of course, plus or minus 100. We could go for strategic fortifications, to be honest. It would be of value, I believe. I don't know exactly if this is all it gives, but still. 8 seasons though, that's a lot. That's 8 turns to get that. Or Field of Games. Truly a wondrous occasion to see what is the best thing. Though if we do get Sanctuary Akhtar, we do get 10% public order due to happiness, 5% due to Field of Games, but the experience bonus to troops trained here is +1. And of course, we get the strategic fortifications. I have no idea what to build, to be honest. We have a recruitment slots available, and we can recruit a few units if need be. Ramat Arabit, Yasp, Sarin, Akhzai, the Great Akhzai. But the construction would be valuable for now because the rebels might come soon from a distant lands, and I am a little bit worried if they do. Well, maybe this strategic fortification would help. But again, public games. Let's go with that. Though again, new home would be an interesting thing. Let's first take care of the public happiness. And let's go Field of Games. Again, it is the most important thing in anyone's life. To have a little bit of fun in the arid deserts of like these. Of the Southern Arabia. But next thing is to move our great spy to maybe not go towards the enemy for now, for there is no point. Find me a possible location where the enemy main town is of my great Rub al Khali. I need that town. We need to find it. We need. This is gonna be the most important thing, to be honest, for me, is to get that town and control the Rub al Khali and find its secrets. That's the most important thing. Okay, that is all we could do. We moved everybody, I believe, and we have done everything that I really wanted to do. We are also going for the field of games within the great city of Mariab, where our great king lies, but still, no ability, no construction in Zafar, which is a little bit problematic, because I was hoping, but I believe this is due to the households. We need 800, so we need the population growth to be at what it is, and as soon as we can, we'll probably be able to build. I believe, so we'll see. End the season, and see what the next season gives us. I did warn most of you, if you actually have watched by this point, is that these videos will be long or short, and they will mostly encompass doing absolutely nothing. Because our only goal truly is to bring Sabah tribe the true power it deserves, and above all, as it is foretold, to wipe out Ptolemy dynasty. It is truly saddening for them, but it is a must. And if we could get Seleucids on our side, due to them of course being at the very war with the same dynasty we need to wipe out, well, it will be perfect. We shall see what destiny gives. We shall see. The year in history as always, but it does not concern us, because it's nothing about us. The Attica, the Romani, and all the crap, nothing that really concerns us. The next thing is of course the end of the turn report. We are okay in terms of money at the moment. We have recruited our new agent for the Sabah tribes, in Timna of course, and he will actually be moving also towards the great desert of Rub al Khali. Maybe he's gonna have more luck than our expert in finding the necessary thing. The town, the village, the camp, whatever truly controls at the moment this beautiful desert. What truly controls this amazing desert. The next is of course our diplomat. For now we are still in Egypt, and we are going into another desert under, of course, rebel control, or at least some type of nomads, or of course indigenous population of that specific region, province, or whatever. Please, Prince, go back into the Hadramawt and deal with what you need to deal with. Build us a city that can control itself enough against any possible hordes as we move towards the Great Desert or the other parts of the Arabia. Excellent. Of course, we are actually building the irrigated farming, communal farming, and simpler road network is a really needed thing. Not having even a road network to be able to trade between our great cities is a embarrassing situation, of course, an embarrassing situation indeed. Wall still being built, nothing done, that's it. Agent has been recruited, that's the last thing that we have really truly done. And with the tower, truly gives us an advantage of seeing possible hordes that we have heard that there might be incoming towards us. And that is where the greatest army is, of course. Again, as I said, the army, we have a little bit of an issue that some Alathine and of course our Hungarians truly need to go back to Mariab and, or maybe Timna. Does Timna have the ability No, it doesn't actually have any recruitment options. Tomaryab is our main city, our glorious city that has the ability to get all the units that we need. So this is where I'm gonna send caverns to get back into action, get back everything that they truly need. And there, specifically those two units, I need them operational at the outmost, like as fast as possible. And they shall move. Hopefully they do not rebel, like in stainless steel, where they, without even a basic commander, they rebel immediately. Like loyalty is completely another shit in that mod, with the specific, of course, options that we choose if you want a realistic recruitment and all that stuff. And of course the of rebellion of any type of unit you actually have without proper commander. Or general, however you don't really want to call them. So that is it. I have moved, I believe, everyone. Let's end another season and see what the next one gives us and end the video there. If nothing is truly found, if my spies do not spy with their little eyes what I need. And what I need is the great desert to be ours, if there is even a possibility of that. If there is even a possibility, of course, in EUROPA Barbarorum, being an amazing mod that it is, there could be a possibility of having regions that are you are unable to settle. But again, I don't think that is possible due to the basic game never had those types of unexplored sectors or unable to actually colonize anything. Like, for instance, if you think Imperator Rome or Europa Universalis, you know, where Terra Incognita and all that bullcrap. So I think there has to be a type of a camp you have to find, to do, and to take it away from them. And of course, Maryab has constructed the field of games. That's always a beautiful thing. And faction announcement. We have a coming of age of Shahar el Yanuf. Great news, and trait increase on Malkunsum Halayk Maksaba, governor in training +1 to law, and retinue expands on Sahar el Yanuf, mentor +1 to law improves public order, -1 from famine increases population growth. And we finally, as I was talking about needing a new governor, Shahar el Yanuf, the son of exactly whom I would say that is of the brother-in-law of brother of our great king. However you truly call that. I tend to forget how you see the family tree. Yes, no, yes, it is actually not from the brother of bin Malik Yithamar Malk Saba. It's not from Khalik Bayen, which is a son-in-law, not brother-in-law, son-in-law, sorry. It is actually from Al-Kunsum Khal Malk Saba. Okay, from our actual king. Sorry, my lord. So, Sahar el-Yanuf, age 16. Excellent, you have a new job. Yeah, and I think your son, your father will be pleased with this. He will be very, very pleased. You will be a governor of Shabuat. And I think that's a beautiful job for a young man like you. With such traits. After all, unselfish and optimistic. Though he is dull, charismatic, and languorous. What is this languorous thing? Maybe it's how he is. Intelligence is dull, he is charismatic, but vitality is languorous. Well, nice. He is green and well supplied, firstborn. Being the eldest child of Nostra brings prestige along with great expectations. Is he truly the firstborn? Wasn't his... Okay, this is the one thing I really have to see, because it's troubling me a little bit. How are you the firstborn? From what marriage did he come out? Ulhayat Malk Saba. I have no idea. I truly have no idea. You have a sister, we have a sister Yanuf, and of course the son of the king. Okay, well, let's say he is the firstborn. So, again, the next thing is for him to move towards Shabwat, and that's exactly what the little man will do. We'll take the governance of that city, and that way our great, our great general, the older brother, will actually be moving out as soon as possible. Retrain, please, my great Hagarians. Thank you very much. And get me some of those Kamis alongside the Hagarians. How many rooms do we actually have in the army of excellent, perfect. 4 room exactly for 2 of my Hagarians. And some Arzai. Arzai or Kamis? Kamis, sorry. Kamis infantry. Excellent. I like that. I like that very much. Faction announcement, of course, we have seen what we can do here. And, of course, the end of the turn report. We are actually amazing in terms of money. We're still there. And that's a good thing. The next thing is, of course, to find the necessary, possibly, a town that holds true. We're gonna just go through all the possible locations, if need be, to just find that town. The worst thing is if it's this close, it would be perfect. But as you can see, it is actually not. The camp, or whatever it truly is beyond the reach of any of my armies. This is gonna be a difficult thing, I would say. Eremos, as it is called here, the plane of non-existence, is not gonna be ours yet, but at certain point it will be. Our best spies are looking for a way to gain the knowledge of the Rub al Khali. I wish you the very best. Next time, a lot more drugs and more Europa Barbarorum 2. The greatest mod for Medieval 2 Total War.